Yes, I saw your video today. I went ahead and went back again. I clicked out of it and then clicked back into it. Um, I wanted to share with you that you are a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful woman. I know how much you love God. You have a heart of gold. And I totally agree with you that yes, we should start a prayer chain. Myself, I actually go and post stuff about God all the time on Facebook and Twitter. And I really don't care what anybody thinks. I'm not doing it there for them. I'm doing it because I love God and I want to show even just a little piece of how God is so great and so wonderful. And maybe it might just at least reach one or two people, or just plant the seed. It made me think of, when talking about planting seeds, that most people, I honestly did not understand when I read about, if your faith is as a mustard seed. Okay, I really didn't understand how small a mustard seed was until I believe I asked my mom about it or something, and she was saying, well, there's mustard seeds inside the pickling spice. And so I went to go look at the pickling spice to see what, and there's little itty bitty teeny tiny thing. It's like a teeny tiny speck of a pebble. Like, okay, it's bigger than a grain of pepper, smaller than a peppercorn, but it's really hard to explain. It's actually smaller than a sesame seed too. And it's round. And that can grow into a bush-like tree. Huge, taller than a person. And I was like, with just that minute amount of faith, and grows into this mighty, mighty bush and tree. And that's the amount of faith that you need. That's it. If you have at least that much faith, it can become mighty. And this is what I see happening in people every day. Your faith is great. I can see it. I know. And I agree 100% with you that yes, the prayer chain is a very, very good idea. I don't know. Maybe we can. I know that Pastor Tim, he was doing, like where you were doing to pray in the neighborhood and sign up. Well, anyways, you would sign up for this and to make a commitment for this. But this starting a prayer chain, you could actually probably do it as like a challenge for people to do that, and not really like a challenge is in a competition. No, nobody's better than anybody else. Just it will open so many doors, and it will help so many people. And you what you were talking about praying for all the different people, saved and unsaved people in the world and all that. It's funny, not funny, haha, but it's I thought it was wonderful that we kind of were on the same wavelength, I guess, in a way, because I was just thinking about that this morning, excuse me, and late last night, as I got ready to get ready for bed, and today, I was thinking about the same exact thing. And then I started doing some stuff today and everything, and I didn't think anything of it. And then your video popped up, and you were talking about the same thing. And I was like, wow, God is so great. We're pretty much thinking the same thing. And It's a wonderful idea. And I even most people, when they ask for prayer, I go ahead, yes, I do. I don't just say, like you were saying, to not just say, excuse me, that you're going to pray for them, but do it. Okay, yes, we do need to do that. I don't understand why anybody would say they're going to pray for you or whatever, and then not pray for you. It's not right. It's not good, and it definitely needs to be done. If you make it, it's like any other commitment or promise. If you say you're going to pray for somebody, you need to keep that. It's like making a promise. You really do need to, you need to do it. You need to follow through. And we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to do these things. We're supposed to want to be compassionate and help others, okay, and not turn up our nose because they're different than us. I can't see people like that. I can't be like that to people. And there are many people out there that they can say some very mean and cruel things. They really can. And be very hurtful to other people. And no one's perfect. No one has all the right answers. No one is perfect. No one is without some kind of fault somewhere of things that they lack in, and so why would you act like you're better than them? You don't act that you're better than them. You're on the same, you're equal with them. It doesn't matter. And I am so looking forward, and I hope you do. I really, really hope you do. When we go, sister, when we go and we're in heaven, I want to hug you. I really do. I want to hug you because you're such a sweet, sweet woman. And I am looking forward to being there, and no matter what we do or are able to do or who we see and everything, I'm going to be so happy to see everybody. I really am. I'm going to be overjoyed to see everyone, and I'll be able to see my father that's went on, and hopefully a lot of my family, and even if not right away, then they may join later on. And my 2 children that passed on before, I'll get to see them. I'll get to meet them. I never got to meet them. And I'm kind of working up the courage to do the videos on that, because a lot of the things that people have been doing lately with precious children and disregarding them and tossing them to the side like they're garbage, it really hit hard and made me think of how for so many years decisions can hurt you, and they shouldn't be taken lightly. In my case, I wasn't going to do that myself, but a decision was made for me, and then that's something that has hurt me since I was 16 years old, and it doesn't hurt me like it did back then, but I still remember it, and it never completely goes away. You do occasionally still remember and think about that, child and what might have been. And then if you ever miscarry a child, it's about the same. It's pretty much about the same type of hurt. So I will be making probably some videos myself on that to explain why I think that people need to think about their choices about quite a few things before they ever make rash decisions that will impact them for the rest of their life. But I didn't mean to be somber here, but you are a joy to me when I see you and I hear you and how much you love God. And if people can't see how much you love God and how much you want to do all the wonderful things He has for you, they simply aren't looking. And never, ever, ever be ashamed or think that you haven't done enough or that you haven't done, or He might be disappointed in you for what you've done. Sometimes things happen and you can't do every single thing that you want to do, but you do as much as you can. You keep on doing as much as you can until He calls us home. And never be afraid or feel any kind of despair or anything about that think you maybe aren't accomplishing everything. The enemy will try to bring that in and condemn you with it. Don't let him condemn you. Don't let Satan and his principalities condemn you for something that, that something that can happen, okay? It's not like you purposely are not doing it. Things happen, illnesses, sickness, different things going on that will be in your way, that you can't accomplish certain things, or you have a limited amount of resources or ability to. If you have that heart to do it, a way will be made. One way or the other, a way will be made. And you will be able to do it. But don't ever feel that you didn't do enough or feel bad about not doing that. You are wanting to do that. You are headed toward that goal to do that. But for whatever reason, something has delayed you in doing it. But you didn't purposely delay. You didn't do it on purpose. Okay? You set out to accomplish that, and things got in the way. Okay? It wasn't things that you specifically done. Okay? Or maybe an emergency may have even came up that you needed to tend to someone with healing prayers or help them in spiritual warfare, or whatever the case is. You're still doing good. You're still doing good. And if you, sorry, I can't pray with you today because I made this commitment over here. I need to do this. He wants you to help out. He wants you to help out others too. And if there's a need there, and the Holy Spirit in you is going to quicken you to do the right thing. So don't ever question that. Like I said, don't ever let Satan and his principalities condemn you for something that was not wrong. Okay? You're not doing anything wrong with that. You desire to do it, and it'll be done. It will be done. You do as much as you can with what you know that He has purposed for you to do. Don't ever be ashamed of that. You have so much love and so much compassion and so much joy. Even just that exuding from you is going to show a brightness and that brilliance of God to others. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being that light. Okay? Keep bringing that joy out to people. Keep bringing the love of God to them. Everything else will fall in place. It will. And just continue to be you, the person you are, that God purposed you to be and brought out in you. Be that person. Show the love of God. Let it shine through you. Let it encompass everything, and everything else will fall in place. Trust me, it will. Well, I'm looking forward to the day I do get to see you and I do get to hug you. I hope you don't get offended or upset if I go to hug you in heaven, because you are such a sweet, sweet person. And I'm going to go ahead and let you go. As you can see by my time here, it's pretty late in the evening. Sometimes I can't sleep too good, so I'm up quite late sometimes. So I wanted to say God bless you, and I am very grateful that I'm able to see what you share and share with you as well. You are a true treasure. God bless you and have a good evening.